From finding himself in hot waters for assault, to being on PEDs and going to war with USADA over it, here's why Conor McGregor got accused of assault at the NBA Finals game. The Irishman once again found himself on the wrong side of the law. The MMA star can't catch a break. After weeks of being the hot topic of the fight world, Conor is making headlines again, for all the wrong reasons. The Notorious is now facing accusations of assaulting a woman at the NBA Finals Game 4. The woman claimed the incident took place in the men's bathroom at Kaseya Center. The woman's lawyer, Ariel Mitchell, revealed that her client was forced inside the handicapped bathroom by security, where she was aggressively kissed by McGregor. The legal letter also said that security for the league, team, and arena aided and abetted McGregor by trapping her in the bathroom. The woman claimed that she freed herself from the bathroom but left her purse behind and had to beg the security guards to let her have it back. These accusations are more serious than anything the athlete has faced in 2023, but it definitely isn't the first time he's faced lawsuits for this reason. McGregor has been accused of assault several times before, but has never faced legal punishment in any of the cases. There's supposedly a video of the MMA star and the accuser together at an arena club after the alleged incident. McGregor isn't worrying too much about the incident because he's denying it all. The Irishman's attorney, Barbara Yanez, made a solid statement saying the allegations were false. Assault allegations ruin careers. Remember the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case? Depp lost his multi-million-dollar contract with Disney over it. Conor isn't looking for the same fate. His lawyer called it nothing more than a shakedown, and he's ready to go fight the allegation off in court. From the looks of it, Conor's got a solid case. The accuser changed her story as soon as the video of them hanging out after the incident was released. This further strengthens the athlete's argument, who believes firmly that he can prove his innocence. There were way too many cameras everywhere, so this one's going to conclude fast. The UFC and Miami Heat are choosing to remain silent until they know more about what went down. They aren't taking any action against the star yet. Plus, the allegations sound somewhat baseless. I'm not the one saying it, the fans are too. Yep, the MMA world is backing Conor up. There's no solid proof. And the whole arena security helping McGregor with his crime sounds like a stretch. That's what fans are saying. They took to different social media platforms as the news spread like wildfire. One fan commented on Instagram, "This one seems beyond sus. I'm def not a McGregor shill, but this screams bull." Another wrote, "Guys, watch the whole video. She goes to the right, and he goes to the left. Fans are standing with the star and saying he's innocent unless proven guilty. They're taking McGregor's word for it, but others are calling the Irishman out for his recent behavior. Plus, this has happened way too many times before. But if the accusations are right, then McGregor is really going down this time. What's up with the athlete anyway? He's been stirring more controversy than ever lately. This wasn't the only headline that came out of this game. Conor also beat the hell out of a mascot at the NBA Final. The crowd at the Miami Heat vs. Denver Nuggets game saw a lot more than just basketball on Friday, June 9, 2023. The athlete was there to promote his new spray Tidal, which is now a Miami Heat sponsor. The Irishman was supposed to put on a show during one of the timeouts, all in good fun. But things went sour really quickly. When the athlete was on the court promoting his spray, the Miami Heat mascot Bernie walked in wearing huge boxing gloves. Yeah, I'm sure you can tell where I'm going with this. McGregor then dropped the giant bird to the ground with a left hook. And no, it doesn't end here. Poor Bernie. The athlete kept punching Bernie, who had to be carried away by several men as McGregor sprayed his pain relief spray on him. Who thought this was a good idea? A mascot getting punched by a pro MMA star, and not just any star, but the terrifying Conor McGregor. Come on, that's a recipe for disaster. The damage done by those hands was way too much to be cured by McGregor's pain relief spray. Of course, a plant-based spray wasn't going to do much here. The man donning Bernie's costume was taken to the ER immediately, where he was given pain medication. McGregor found himself on everyone's hit list, as fans were rushing to social media to show their support for the poor mascot. Plus, they couldn't help but question who in their right mind thought this was a good idea for a promotional skit. You know Conor, and you know he's never going to let an opportunity slip to punch someone as hard as he can. He hasn't stepped in the octagon for 2 years, so this guy is fight hungry. McGregor said he hugged it out with the guy who was playing Bernie and spent a lot of time with him, but the damage had been done. It looks like bad PR for the athlete isn't ending anytime soon. because the Irishman found himself in hot waters for fat-shaming true Geordie. I think it's safe to say that McGregor hasn't been on his best behavior lately. The athlete is known for being straightforward and brash, but this was definitely next level. He went to town on the YouTuber in a deranged 40-second voice note, with verbal abuse like no other. It was so bad that the athlete had to take it off the internet as soon as he got his sense back. But you know how the internet is. The viral voice note spread like wildfire and fans couldn't believe their ears. This came after Geordie said the UFC fighter was on drugs. And if McGregor did something by posting that X-rated voice note, he proved Geordie right. What else would describe his unhinged behavior on the internet? There's no doubt that the Irishman hasn't been himself lately. He's been hanging out with people out of his demographic. It can't just be me. McGregor and Kylie Minogue hanging out is strange, right? This definitely wasn't in my 2023 bingo card. I mean, what business does the UFC star have partying with the pop singer? Both the stars were seen partying when they attended the F1 Grand Prix on the French Riviera. It was strange for sure. This isn't Conor's usual friend group. Maybe he was simply trying to expand his circle, but with everything wrong with him lately, I don't know what to believe. McGregor has to be on PEDs. It's the only explanation for his recent anger outbursts. No one wakes up on the wrong side of the bed every single day. It's a common side effect of being on steroids. Plus, you know, McGregor has a lot of reasons to take PEDs. Did you forget about his almost career-ending leg injury that's all magically healed now? Conor hasn't fought in the UFC since his bout with Dustin Poirier at UFC 264, thanks to that gruesome leg injury he got in the first round. A broken tibia and fibula take way longer than any other injury to heal. I mean, we've even seen these injuries ruin entire careers. So how is Conor all good to go now? It has to be steroids. I mean, look at his body. Mr. More ripped than ever needs to explain how he got all that muscle mass while healing a gruesome leg break. McGregor's finally ready to make a comeback to UFC after returning as a coach on the promotion's reality show, The Ultimate Fighter. He was set to fight Michael Chandler in the final quarter of 2023, but he can say goodbye to those plans because it doesn't look like he'll be able to make it. This dude's got a serious assault case to deal with. Plus, he hasn't even joined USADA's testing pool yet. Speaking of which, here's another one of McGregor's anger outbursts. The athlete went to war with USADA. The anti-doping agency gets on a lot of athletes' nerves, and McGregor is no exception. The star was expecting exceptions from the organization, but no special treatment for the Irishman. He has to be in the testing pool for 6 months before he can step into the octagon again, and he still hasn't joined it. So a fight in 2023 sounds impossible. There you have it. From being on PEDs and going to war with USADA over it, to finding himself in hot waters for assault, this was why Conor McGregor got accused of assault at the NBA Finals game.